Hello. You probably clicked on this video seeing that it is a guitar tutorial, how to learn guitar in less than 1 second, which I know sounds crazy. And just to clarify that, it's longer than a second, but still it'll be quick. So I'll go over some, main tips to show you some things you have to know about playing the guitar, picking it up for the first time. So yeah, let's get to it. This is the guitar that we'll be using. You do this. It really makes all the difference when you do a little something like that. So I'll show you like different tricks like that to practice. But yeah, the first thing we'll do is just a regular strum pattern. So we'll start like this. So take your index finger like so, and starting at the bass, you go upwards like that. So you don't want to press too much on this end, or else it's just not going to work. So generally what I do is I try to find a spot where I can go underneath. You want to stick your finger, it's hard to see, but you want to stick your finger underneath between the strings and the fretboard. And I usually do it about here, but you could do it somewhere else that your finger will fit. And so yeah, once you do that, try doing like one of these, and just like see, what works best for you. That's my style. It doesn't work for everyone, but I personally believe that this is like, it's not bad. But once you're done with that, we're not going to go over these pegs up here because honestly, I never use them. I've never used them before. Down here, you can do one. You could do one of two things. So sorry, it's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of like flick them. It doesn't do much. But well, actually, sorry, I forgot to mention this. There's one of these holes here. It's like rectangular. You can speak into it, and it does make some noise, but I generally just blow like just like gently off to like a 90-degree angle, blow into it. So it actually smells kind of nice when you do that. And sometimes when I blow, I kind of like touch the edges, like with my finger, like my pinky. I usually rub it along there. And it, usually works out okay doing that. So just to demonstrate something like that. So that's just like another trick you could do. I don't know if you have a pattern like this. My pattern is, unique to me and my own individual interests. But yeah, this is kind of what mine looks like, at least. So yeah, there's a whole story behind it, but I don't want to get into that right now. It's yeah. Anyway, so another thing to notice is the curvatures of my guitar here. The curvatures, I'm not a big fan of them. I usually just rest my chin on them because it's just like sometimes your head gets, you can see the video. So that's one benefit, is you can see the reflection. So if you're watching a video, you could see two videos at once. So that's good. But another reason I use this is because my head gets tired sometimes of like being held up on its own. So then doing it this way just kind of makes the most sense, just to kind of like rest your head, and you can nook it. You can nook it on the side or to the left, either way. Well, let's get back to fretting here. So when you fret, you want to make sure, kind of like grasping it like this. It's not advisable, but you can get good sounds out of it this way. So if you kind of like grasp it like this, do a little, just try it out. I love, like when it makes that kind of sound. So that's kind of my style. Not everyone is into that. I think it's pretty nice. It is out of tune, so I can go over tuning real quick. These tuning snargs. These are tuning snargs, and you don't want to move them really. You can like stick your fingernail in between and do like kind of like wobble it a little bit. So if something's not sounding right, I usually just like do one of those, and then usually like doing that enough, you go to the next one. It's sounding all right. So that's about that. That's about that for tuning. I can't talk today. If you want, you can always flip it reverse style. Now, not a lot of people do this, but I like to do reverse style a lot of times because I don't always like for people to see what I'm doing. So I kind of just go reverse style. You want you want it facing towards you, the box. So the box is facing towards you. You could press it firmly against you. My buttons are protruding a bit and they are like grasping onto things. I like that, I like when it does that. And buttons are optional. I prefer buttons when I'm playing. So again, it's up to your own preference, but yeah, so I kind of just like, put it up against me and then give it a little bit, it's hard to see, give it a little whack, and just kind of dance around it, dance around till you get, the kind of, wait, sorry, I have to listen. Yep, right here. You hear that? So that's the kind of tones that you, we'll go over that in a second, but that's the kind of tones that you want, is that kind of like, you hear the resonance speaking to you, and when I hear that, I know that I'm onto something. So then I'm like, keep a little bookmark in my head. Okay, right here, that's the sound that I want. So I know to remember. Sometimes I tape it, put a little tape mark on there, or I just use Sharpie and just like scribble on there. So yeah, let's go over this part now. So this is where the real magic lies. I haven't really told anyone this before, but I have a little secret. So if you take your thumb and you scribble it, like you can really hear like all of the like intonations of your device that you have. So yeah, that's about it. This is a hanger. You just hang it up. I don't hang it. I just usually put them on the ground. But one other thing is there's a knob. This knob I have chewed off about 10 of these by now. So they do chew off really easily. So you just want to be careful if you're chewing them, just to know that they could fall off if you overly chew it. But yeah, I guess that's about it for now. This guy is like the Overture. I don't mess with it. It's more for advanced people, which maybe I'll go over it in another video, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend just like jumping into this because this is the advanced. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's about it. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful, and I may do more if people like this. I might do more of these, so let me know in the comments. Comment up to 10 emojis at once, and that would be preferable. Then I'll know for sure. So okay, thanks. All right, bye.